Video diary for Tuesday, June 18th, 2024. Uh, I was going to make one yesterday, but in true radiation fashion, I got tired in the afternoon and I just couldn't do it. So you get a double recap today. Yeah, yesterday was good. Good morning. And had radiation, my last radiation at 11. And told the girls, the nurses there, thank you. See you again next time. And just like all the times before, they're like, oh, there won't be a next time. Sure. See you in 6 months. Um, then I had the doctor meeting with Dr. Williams. And he drew a picture. I'll draw it for you real quick. He kind of went through my case history, and he drew this picture for me. And he said, this is kind of what happened for me. Could have pre-drawn it. Actually tried drawing it on the computer on an app, but kind of sucked. So and let's see. So he drew this picture for me, basically. So that's the old one, the old tumor. And the 4 centimeters is kind of what they call their margin of error. What they, they treat a little bit outside of the tumor just for measurement error and stuff like that. 4 centimeters, about 2 inches. Also happens to be, sorry I'm clearing my throat so much. Also happens to be about the margins that surgery does. So surgery took roughly 2 inches of clean meat around my tumor. And if you recall, the tumor was about the size of a balled up fist, 8 by 9 by 11 centimeters roughly, which is pretty big actually. Anyways, the new one that formed just so happened to be right outside of the treatment zone and the surgery zone. So must have been a random cell or two floating around there that decided to hibernate for winter and come back at its leisure to wreak a little havoc. So, because if you look at the pathology reports on my surgical resection, they were good. They call it clean margins, is what they call it in the industry, which means we didn't really find anything. No loose cells hanging around, which means we cut enough meat out, which, thank God, if you've ever seen the crater in my butt, I took a lot of meat out. I think the overall mass of the muscle and the tumor they took out was like, I want to say 3.3 kilograms, 2.8, 3.3, something like that. A lot. It's pretty heavy. Anyways, Dr. Williams says, as is typical radiation, this will shrink over the coming months. He says there's about a 20% chance it'll actually go away, but then there's a more than likely chance that it'll pop back up in a similar location within a year or so, and then we can treat it, tackle it then. As we both agreed, the lungs is the primary concern. Metastasis in the lungs is what will kill you, not a solid tumor in your legs. So we've got to get this right so I can breathe and continue to breathe. And I don't know if you can hear my voice, but my breathing is labored. I was cold, but I guess I'm not. When the sun goes down at this house, the AC, we keep it set at 76. And it does fine all day, but when the sun gets low or clouds come in, the house just gets cold all of a sudden. So it's really good in the blaring heat, but when dusk comes, you're like, man, who messed with the AC? Nobody did. Anyways, smart thermostat. What can you say? I don't remember where I was going because I went off on a tangent. But anyways, yeah, taking care of this is important. The tumor is more pain management, or tumor in the leg is more like pain management and mobility, which is getting better. He asked me, does it look like it's going down? Does it feel like it's going down? And the words I tell him is it feels squishier in that area, and my mobility is a little bit better. I'm able to lift my foot off the floor more and bend over a little bit more and things like that. Oh yeah, I was talking about my breathing. Yeah, my breathing's garbage, and I'm doing the spirometer thing still. Not nearly as much as I should, to be honest, but I'm doing it, and my lung capacity is about half of what it was. I can get about 1,500 milliliters capacity, and I was used to getting like 2,500 ish. My dad, who smoked his whole life, is getting better than me. Like, what the hell? Way to make me feel like a jerk. So I may take Dr. Vardana back up on that pulmonologist appointment that I canceled and see if there's something we could do about that. Let's see. So anyways, yeah, yesterday got tired as expected in the afternoon. Didn't crash as hard as I thought, but I was in bed by like 8:30. It was still pretty light out, and I'm like cuddled up in bed, and Josie's next to me, kind of on her phone, and I'm just like, all right, I'll fall asleep whenever I fall asleep, and I did kind of early, but just really exhausted, and I'll be glad when the fatigue's gone from radiation. Then I'll just have the fatigue from chemo. Yay! Only 1 out of 2. Let's see. So today's been a good day. I had like no real appointments today. Like today was a day all to myself, and my friend Ben popped in the morning and wanted to have lunch with me to catch up, and so we went to a local sandwich shop and did that, and it was really good to see him and catch up with him because he had made an offer to go out with him and his wife, his family, for Father's Day on Sunday, and I told him, it's like, dude, there's like a 30% chance I'm actually going to make it because I wasn't feeling that great on Sunday, and I think that was just a nice way of saying no for me because I just knew how I felt, and with the heat outside, it's just, on the good side, it's not enjoyable for me. On the bad side, it can be downright like a little dangerous, actually. I just got to be really careful how I treat my body right now. I literally walk and shuffle like an old man. I need to find a way to like record that for y'all so you can see, but it's like, it's noticeable. I go slow because I know my oxygen's going to drop out, and we do what we can do. But anyways, had lunch with him. It was a really good lunch. Good to catch up. Good to see him. After that, I got a text from Mom saying, hey, you're going to be home. Got something coming for you. I kind of scratched my head like, what the heck could it be? And I guess her and her friends are in town. Miss Pam from North Carolina and Miss Christine, which, they're both kind of lifelong friends. We became friends with Miss Pam when we moved to Tennessee back in the 90s. And then Miss Christine from Marrero, gosh, I feel like I've known her my whole life. But we became friends with her through the Pard baseball park, I think, and in the early 90s. And so gladly, Mom has kept up with them because they're really funny women. And anyways, they got me a edible bouquet arrangement that looks really gorgeous. And if I think about it, I'll take a picture. If I don't think about it, I'll just enjoy it, and you're going to have to not see it. Haha. Otherwise, I started trimming out the room. If you look behind you, you can see kind of around the door a little bit. Started trimming things out around the light switches. I'm getting what I can reach. What you see back here, like this line here, it's about as low as I can go. Like doing any work where I'm bent over severely impacts my lung capacity, obviously, and I just start wheezing real bad. I just can't do it. The same with overhead work. I could do some stuff on the step ladder, but I don't think I'll be able to trim out like where the wall meets the ceiling. That's going to have to be somebody else. I think I'll be able to roll it and trim out what I can, but I'm going to have to rely on other people to finish it off for me, which stinks because like I've got the time while I'm at home. It's the perfect time to get a room painted, but it is what it is. My grass needs cut this weekend, and I'm gonna ask Danny if he can cut it for me, and if not him, I'll see who can help me. I'm trying to take my friends up on their offers of if there's anything I can do for you, let me know. And there's actually a lot you can do for me. So I'm starting to not be afraid to take people up on those offers. Um, is what it is. Otherwise, I found out that SpongeBob SquarePants season 1, at least, is on Amazon Prime, and I binge watched some of that today, and it was amazing. Uh, thoroughly enjoy. It's like I'm looking for some mindless laughs, and like there it is on a silver platter in front of me. I'm like, yes, this is great. Really funny stuff. So if I'm not feeling good or I'm tired and I just need to kind of like lay there with one eye open to kind of zone out and watch something, there's always SpongeBob. So that's been it so far today. I'm really tired right now. I don't know if it shows my face, but fatigue has been setting in. And we still got to do dinner, and I didn't take a shower yesterday, so I'm gonna probably get done with this and go jump in the shower. Seems like I'm good for a shower every other day right now, just with the fatigue. Like if I don't time my showers appropriately, I just get too tired to do a shower. And like again, it kind of goes back to like if I'm too tired to do something, I'm kind of a risk to myself. Like I really can't slip and fall and stuff like that. And like I'm getting a really good feel for what it's like to be elderly, not old, but elderly. Like being frail and having to be worried about how you do things. And like with the painting of the room, I would I set everything up, and then I had to take a break because I was like, and so I'd sit down, pet the dog a little bit, wait for my oxygen to go up, and then I'd come back in and move some furniture a little bit, and then sit down. So I mean, I live my life between huffs and puffs, and I don't want to overexert myself and have something bad happen and nobody be here. Um, that's not good. But I need to stay active. My body needs to move. But on a good note, Miss Pam saw the room color and really liked it. Josie came home and saw the room color and really liked it. She's like, "You got good taste." And I was like, "I know. That's why I got you." So, um, I think it'll be nice. It's going to be a dark room when it's done. It's going to be cozy, but one of the main reasons to do it is, besides really liking the color and always wanting an excuse, it's an excuse more than anything to paint it this color, is light control. I notice like when I'm filming, and right now I've got an open window to my right, mainly because I ordered a shade for it and I don't know how to use a tape measure apparently, and so I spent all this money on a nice roll down shade to filter light out, and it's too damn big because I'm stupid and I don't know how to measure stuff. So I get to pay for it twice. Great. But the big thing is like managing light, right? So, if you look at a lot of video recordings of any podcasters or even studio recordings of a lot of film stuff for production, it's usually done in a relatively dark room because you want to be able to control light and, how skin tones look. This is the dark side of my face. This is the light side of my face. And if I don't fix it in post-production, this side of my face is going to be a little washed out, I mean, if I look at myself in the monitor, I look kind of clammy over here. Shadows aren't so bad over here. A lot of it depends what color shirt I wear. I mean, you can go down this freaking rabbit hole in this. But anyways, dark colors are generally better accepted because you can tinker with the light. So once the room's dark, I got this light here and I can see it turn on. I can play with light and then make myself shadowed how I wanted and stuff like that. So it kind of comes down to control overall from a video perspective. Is it terribly important for what I'm doing and what I'm trying to achieve? I mean, I'm not making money off this. No, it's not. But I mean, it's kind of like with the espresso machine or any hobby or anything like that. It's the endless pursuit of perfection. And of course, like, you can throw as much money as you want at it. I'm filming this on my iPhone. I would love to be filming it with a better camera so I could get some actual depth of field. That way the things behind me were blurred and stuff like that. But I'm not going to spend $1,000 on a camera, on a professional camera for my little video diary series. It's just not worth it. Maybe if YouTube starts cutting me some checks, I'll think about it. Or, some camera company donates me one. Yeah, sure, why not? But for me, I think I've kind of reached my monetary limits with this setup and for the output that it gives. Anyways, that's enough of that stuff because I'm running up the minutes here. Tomorrow, Wednesday, I am technically free, like free. May paint some more tomorrow. Gonna rest and take it easy. Tomorrow's mom's birthday. I gotta go pick up her cake. I'm gonna take a picture of this cake and then I'll narrate some stuff for her because it is hilarious and it's gonna get me in so much trouble. But I love mom and I hope she can appreciate the joke behind the cake because I think it's funny. She might not think it's funny, but I think it's freaking hilarious. And my sis and Josie are the only two that know the story behind the birthday cake. So I don't know. She's either gonna laugh until she cries or she's gonna smack me when she sees it. Either way, if I got a black eye tomorrow on camera or Thursday on camera, I fell down some stairs. What can I say? I'm a terrible son. All right, that's enough for now. I'm getting sleepy. I'm gonna airdrop this video to the Mac and jump in the shower. Love you, Cam.